Hello again. Let's get into the Instant Farmer chapter number 13. Back at home now, Ken, all of a sudden, feels overwhelmed with responsibility. He can really smell the fruit in his apartment. Actually, fruit is the only thing that he can smell. It seems that his day at work really took his mind off of farming. What did that message say? He must embrace his new life? Yes, he is going to be a farmer. How is he going to explain his crop? How is he going to bring his produce to market? He is really thinking hard right now. No, he does not want to think about farming right now. He wants to imagine how great dinner will be tonight. That's right, he has a big dinner planned. Tonight is the night that his girlfriend and his best friend are going to meet. He wants to give both of them a call so that he can confirm his schedule. After getting in contact with Greg and Sarah, Ken feels confident that tonight is going to be special. They all have agreed to visit that same Thai restaurant. They will meet at 7:30. That should give the group enough time to wind down after work. Ken is busy getting ready to go out. He wants to take a quick shower before leaving his apartment. Maybe even a shave. He wants to look good tonight. A shower and a shave are on the agenda. But first, he wants to press a glass of juice. Only oranges this evening. He feels that oranges will give him extra energy. That energy is going to translate into a successful evening. Wow, that juice was sensational. It was sweet and tangy at the same time. It sure helps the situation that the fruit was at the peak of ripeness. He feels so great after drinking a glass of juice that he is getting ideas of selling it to the public. That's it. He won't sell the produce, but he will sell the juice. That is $1 million idea. But what if they investigate? What if they want to know the origin? There are too many questions. So, Ken must leave the fruit at home tonight. He is trying to focus on something else. Going out tonight will be great. Yeah, Sarah is probably the person that is the most nervous. She is going to meet Greg for the first time. This is actually a big evening for everybody that is involved. Ken really likes Sarah, and he hopes that she will get along with Greg. The phone rings. It is Greg on the other end. He wants to know if they could meet at 8:30 instead of 7:30. Well, Ken doesn't really like that idea very much. He feels the need to get out of his apartment as soon as possible. He is hoping not to think about farming very soon. That extra hour might drive Ken mad. They have agreed on meeting at 7:30 instead. That's fine. What is going to happen is Ken will meet Sarah at 7:30, and Greg will show up 20 or so minutes later. That way Ken can leave his apartment very soon. And also he doesn't need to change the plans to meet with Sarah. That works out nicely. Ken is waiting for Sarah outside of the Thai restaurant. This will be the third day in a row that these two will have a get-together. It is actually a big event. This will be their first public date. There she is, and she looks amazing. Very punctual also. Ken gives her a hug, and he explains the slight change of plans to Sarah. So, they enter the restaurant together. Sarah makes the comment of how good the place smells. They quickly find their way to their table. This table has 4 chairs. Company of 3 could be an awkward number sometimes. The two of them find their seats. The waiter is very quick to bring hot tea. Sarah says, "What does your friend Greg do for a living?" Ken says, "He works at the post office. He really likes it there." Sarah says, "Okay, that sounds good. I am so nervous tonight. What if he doesn't like me?" Ken says, "Sarah, please. He is going to adore you. You are absolutely fantastic." Sarah says, "Okay, that sounds okay. How is the food here? It smells great." Ken says, "Me and Greg were here a few nights ago. They are celebrating their anniversary. Something in the neighborhood of 8 years?" Sarah says, "That is good luck for us. Maybe we could celebrate our anniversary one day in the future." Ken starts to smile. He is so happy that Sarah sees a future with him. He starts to hold her hand above the table. She is starting to blush. Wow, she is pretty. She leans into Ken's personal space so that she can get a kiss. These two look great together. One kiss plus holding hands? This date sure is going well. Greg has arrived. He is apologizing for being late today, but Ken and Sarah were really enjoying their alone time. The three of them are standing so that they could meet formally. A handshake between Greg and Sarah takes place. They are happy to meet each other. As they find their seats, Sarah has a huge smile on her face. She really likes Ken, and she's happy that Ken wants her to meet his friends. She feels like she is part of his life. Isn't that the purpose of dating? To be part of each other's lives? Let the laughter begin. Greg says, "I like Sarah a lot. I think the two of you could be amazing together." Sarah says, "Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I think Ken is amazing." Greg says, "I have known Ken since we were in high school. I trust him with my life." Sarah says, "That sounds like you have a strong friendship. What do you do for work?" Greg says, "I am a postal carrier. I have a schedule of 4 days a week. I absolutely love my job." Sarah says, "That sounds fantastic, Greg. I'm happy for you." With that, there are a few moments of silence. It is nice to enjoy each other's company. They each have a smile for everybody to see. It is almost time to look at the menu. There is a bit of chatter about food selection tonight. They are so happy to be in the restaurant. The waiter has taken the order for the table. He is on his way to the kitchen to relay the order. Ken selected the sweet chili chicken dish. Sarah selected the pad thai. And Greg selected the garlic shrimp with noodles. Those dishes sound so great. Back to the table. Sarah and Ken are holding hands again. They really like each other. Greg, strangely, does not mind the couple's affection. He likes that Sarah makes Ken happy. He is looking forward to shrimp tonight. He was surprised that Ken found a girlfriend. The food is ready, and it looks just as delicious as it smells. The group takes a minute to appreciate the presentation of the dishes. That shrimp looks like a winner. Sarah makes a comment on how good Greg's dinner looks. Greg smiles. After eating a delicious dinner, Ken suggests the three of them go out to a local bar. He desperately does not want to go home right away. Sarah and Greg agree to going out for drinks. That sounds great. It will give the three of them time to spend together. Maybe Greg might meet somebody in the bar. They each pay their separate bills for dinner. That is the way Ken wants it. That concludes this chapter. I hope you enjoyed listening. Again, if you want to read along with me, then you should pick up a copy of my ebook from Kindle. Goodbye until the next chapter.